But Game of Legion have done a good job of baiting in these few rounds, right? Recommitting with the second wave, faking the pistol. They're managing to kick up enough fuss on this B-bomb side. The Vitality at 3 here. Game of Legion look to take the space in mid.
Zywoo with the spot over here on long. Is he ready for quite this many players? It's a really good opener. Orpa Hypex delivers one. Once again, another kind of sick read from him on Mezzi out there towards the spawn. Just a quick shot round the corner and he gets cleaned up. Are they ready for Apex, who once again tries to play a kind of ratty angle here? Hypex on the pre-fire dead, but trade-in time is so low. And Apex with that one kill steals the round away. It's not the one that you were expecting. Here, Hypex on the pre-fire dead, but trade-in time is so low. And Apex with that one kill steals the round away. It's not the one that you were expecting, but it's the round that Vitality get on the board and back into the game now. It's delivered by Apex with a 5-7 out towards the spawn.
Yeah, some really nice shots coming out from Vitality to be expected here. Deke for Zywoo, shot in CT for Mezzi. And it's actually the T smoke. It's Game Legion smoke over on Moto that means they can't wrap into that weekend A bomb site. They have to go for the mid to B, which they're set up for. But Vitality have the stack there because of the earlier util. So Game Legion kind of set themselves up for disaster there. And Vitality quick to punish. Flames risking it all behind the smoke. Banana taken here, at least the car for Vitality. Boost comes out from the other side and they go 1 for 1. A lot of harassment leaves not a lot of util left. He's got a bounty and spawn. Yes, he does. Flamesy replenishing. Game of Legion looking keen to execute.
Doesn't actually have a re-smoke, so that Molly only going to buy you so much time. And that time's already elapsed. Rotating a second play around, not a bad idea here for Vitality as Game of Legion do set their sights on the B play. Walking in contact right now, and that's right as Flames has given up the info. Here, a second smoke come out, and Flames has taken the guess that they've already walked in, that they've kind of seized this gap, seized the moment.
It's really oppressive. Vitality can't get a foot in anywhere. Oh!
All right, Rez, that's a keen shot on a Flames. How about one more player out from this smoke over at Coffins? Mezzi's already fired off. So they know about him now as well. A third smoke out towards spawn just to shut down this angle for even longer. Double Dark can sometimes make you nervous.
Considering you have CT smoked off, it's really scary. You have no control, really. You're just hoping Vitality burn the clock down. Maybe they will.
Hear the footsteps now. Snacks playing out in the open. Would have loved him to go 1 for 1, because now it's left it all on Hypex, and out with that swing, Rops will catch him.
Yeah, you see the danger of Double Dark in that position, because they just have no crossfire, right? They're relying on Vitality to fall for it and not check it, but really good check. I think it was from Mezzi late to clear Dark out, because that could have gone a lot better with a player at new box, maybe a player in the pool. Just having more crossfire potential. Hypex gets thrust into a difficult 1v3. And Robs is able to clean up. So nice round out of Vitality. It got stressful. There was a lot of util at play there for Game of Legion. But they get the defuse in just in time. And even Vitality calling a timeout, because things haven't gone perfectly. To be fair, they've been pulled around the map in all the wrong directions so far in this game. So some credit here to Game of Legion's game plan. But when you have those first maybe 3, 4, 5 rounds of the match planned, you can't plan forever. You have to now start reading on the fly and making calls as Vitality find back-to-back gun rounds.
Yeah, you know, you're also just left with this feeling that rounds like the last one, and even the fact, you know, as to how you kind of gave away that first round of Vitality, these are the ones that can really come to matter a hell of a lot in the grand scheme of this game. right? Because you've been in good positions in both of those rounds, only to give them away. And if this ends up coming close, hell, even if it doesn't, even if Vitality kind of run away with it, you're always just left feeling with that big what if. Flames is really pushing the boat out in terms of what's possible, holding Banana down to go for the jump shot, down to clown around. He's got support here in the form of Apex, and his spam will also connect.
Ouch.
Heavy hitter Hypex taken down a peg to the smoke spam.
PR, who tried to swing to save Snax' life, also got spammed by Flames earlier, so both very unlucky deaths here for Gamer Legion. And Flamesy again picks everything back up from spawn, brings it towards his B-bomb site. He's looking to essentially play retake, giving them everything. So Execute comes in, he's going to get smoked on CT. Coffin's still open. There are re-smokes. Gamer Legion prioritizing them in CT spawn, perhaps. Site taken. Let's see what these post plants look like this time. This round is even harder.
Need for the plant, so everyone's tagged up here. Far from comfortable for Gamer Legion, but a better setup, right? Man down in the pool. Plays a crossfire with a backside player and someone in Banana. So this time you've got options. Burned by the, oh, that nade's going to be big. Snax brought down even lower, and there's more util raining in on his position. The jump won't save him. Can't get away from the fire. He'll get burnt alive. And again, it's an AWP trying to clutch up over here at Banana. Perez does not have it in him. 1v4, he is out of there, trying to hold on to this AWP.
He knows what he's up against. That's a reasonable save for Rez. 2 kills, some damage, but winning that 1v4 with an AWP is not going to happen. Vitality are clinical on the retake. Perfect utility. Nade, Molly back on Snax. Nade first to get the free damage, Molly to confirm it, and just everyone, different layers of elevation out Coffin.
I mean, this is also why, you know, you kind of started to see what we were talking about just moments ago, this idea of when you're up against a team like Vitality, those rounds where you do find advantages, those rounds where you do get to good positions, you have to make sure you convert upon, because that was, you know, arguably the kind of best round looking, the best looking round yet out of this Vitality squad. There's a very real world where the scoreline is 6-1, with that being their first step in the right direction. Instead, they're now nipping at your heels. They're just a round behind, and they've broken your money. So them kind of getting into a position where they could just overtake you in the early stages of Inferno might be right in front of us.
Well, that's why we said wait for your gun rounds, right? Because that's 3 rounds in a row, and that's, you know, an eco win on the time running out, and then 2 buy rounds for Gamer Legions. They've had 3. Gamer Legion have had 3 rifles in a row, all have missed, and now they're stuck on this. AWP save, handed over. Snax takes the pistol. It's enough for Gamer Legion, just about. But yeah, lose this and Vitality start running away with his half, turning for the flash. Lucky to be alive, but not for long. There's an AWP back here, Snax. How hungry are you? You can't find it. The nade has blown it out of the way.
I know J-Raz will find it.
He's looking. Jay can't find it. Snax definitely won't. Vitality 5v4, and yeah, Snax is looking in all the holes in the map. But it's gone there, mate. Unlucky. 2 smokes and a flash left. You just have to execute this B-bomb site. Vitality have been keen to retake it. Let's see if they fight this time. Oh, you know he wants to.
Flames has been down to play super passive in these holds. Yeah. But this time he does have a teammate in reserve. So he will play through this smoke out from the coffins. extends this advantage for Vitality, and you think he's going to leave off the pressure right now. Tries to play it through, but ends up feeding Torsen. Okay, Gamer Legion, they've wrestled themselves back into a good position here. 3-on-3, and once again, it's a test of their post plant. Swing out and into ZywOo, feeding 2 kills like that. A little strung out for the swing was Torsen. Now it's just Rez. Dialed in for the first kill, but gotta have more in reserve. That's what Rops and ZywOo demand. Double swung. Vitality tie this game up.
The only reason it goes wrong is because of Torsen going over Coffins. Flamesy had the same idea. They're both trying to jump up. Torsen got there first. That's the only reason it even gets close, but ZywOo doesn't miss a beat on both those Coffin kills. And I love the way both times Vitality have retaken from Coffins. They go 1 high, 1 low. It's the perfect repeat into pool, and it stops Rez on the clutch. Gotta say, Vitality's utility has been deafening in this game. Just everyone landing HEs on Gamer Legion in this B-bomb site, saving them till later, and for good reason.
Big question at the end of that round is, where did the AWP go? Jay didn't even find it. This guy can find anything.
On the roof? Who knows? Oh! 6 feet under, perhaps. And now Vitality have awoken. You don't want to play against woke Vitality.
Not in 2026.
Gamer Legion are cancelled. Oh, huh. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't compute.
Okay, again, a clawback at the 3v5. They've done this a couple of times now. It's in closing the round that Gamer Legion have struggled. With Rez dead back in the apartments, huge pickup for Mezzy. Falling prey to Rez on that push. All this attention now towards top mid is kind of giving Flames the idea that he might be able to start slinking on in through Banana on a deep push. He's now well behind enemy lines. And he might never have a part to play. This sight hold can just withstand the hit. Flames ends up being surplus to requirement. PR's made a footstep now, and so they know where he is. ZywOo AWP on the line, and Vitality move up into the lead.
That's not a scout anymore. Remember all those missed shots for the first few eco rounds here? ZywOo is looking as reliable as ever on this CT side. And you may not remember any of his flicks, but you will remember the score at the end of the map. If Vitality keep this up, it's going to be one-sided. Gamer Legion, can they break it back in with another full buy? No AWP. Maybe a blessing in disguise on the T side of Inferno. Oh, he tried. Yeah, that molly is a problem. Aid as well. You kind of have to just fight here.
That's a realization ZywOo came to as well. They forced him to do this, remember. Pushed out towards the car.
They're not flashing this.
Oh, timing! Just gonna get out of there right as the nades come in. ZywOo, honestly, they put so much into trying to disrupt him. But he owned Banana the entire time.
They have it because he doesn't want it. He gave it to them. Shocked no one has died in this round, but 2 tagged up players from the nades. Vitality again, clamoring for info. Clear out middle. Mezzy on rotation. He's got a flash for ZywOo. That's all he can offer. It's up to the Woo.
First man makes it past. Flashes are good, maybe a little too good. Missed shot for ZywOo. PR quick to capitalize. Nade on the smoke, but the break comes up in favor of Gamer Legion. And so a 4v2 here. They've given away some man advantage rounds, but this will not be one of them. Apex nor Rops in a position to give this one a go.
Great awareness from Gamer Legion. We've not seen a single round where Vitality have popped open the smokes. They have used their HEs for damage on this B-bomb site every single round. So Gamer Legion still say super aware that that's a possibility. And as they cross in, Vitality try to stop them. Rez is putting up a double at the back of the site. And ZywOo's orb gets saved, so it's a huge victory here for Gamer Legion, who we were worrying might run out of steam. Back on the board, and in a bye round no less. So we're looking at a very equal half right now. Credit where it's due. Gamer Legion testing Vitality at the moment.
Yeah, no one be.
The timing. Yeah, everyone's so blind there, and ZywOo alone. I feel like even taking one might not be enough in that position, just because of the timings missed. Counter-Strike comes down to the milliseconds.
Potential Hypex v ZywOo clash. If
Vitality panic right now with this util, but it's a bit of a ruse as they come up long side. All this apps presence is just a joke. Mezzi through the smoke. Snax is ready to receive. Big kill for Snax, and now
takes them all. He's even doing gestures, man. You're still playing the round out. He's hunting for more. He's getting pumped up right now. 3 kills deep from bottom of the board. A high impact round here for Gamer Legion's captain.
is it going to be flawless? Yes, it is. Beautiful. What a call. They got all the space, and even though Vitality knew, there's nothing they could do about it when Snax is hitting hard like that. He had 1 kill coming into that round. He leaves with a triple. Dodges the flash, clinical headshot to the orb, and climbs up over the smoke in classic Snax fashion to finish the job. God damn.
He did that while the round was live, like the little hand gesture, the kind of...
Let him know.
Dude, that's crazy.
$108 util damage around. Back in London. I mean, sure.
Darts, juggling, headshots and such. Snax could do it all.
He said himself he won trophies in darts. Placed above his parents in League in Krakow. Oh, but Apex. There's a thing or two. Finally fighting for Banana or Vitality, and they get out with a kill.
Close peak versus the 5-7 always makes you nervous, especially when it's teed up with a picture-perfect flash from ZywOo. Never even gets stressful for Mezzi there out in the apartments. And it's a good bit of interplay just to try and squeak out any advantage you can in this final round.
On back to A. Another 5-7. These guns are brutal right now, and they have to take the bomb into Apex. Mag 7 anchoring.
Yeah, I mean, Apex, he's got a bit of a love-hate relationship with this one. He loves it. Sometimes it hates him. The Mag 7, not his trusty sidekick there. Got in the first kill of the round, but that's the end of it for Apex. Down to a retake now. damage done on the spam. Hypex and Snax not immune to these bullets coming through the smoke.
2v4. Can't go far with that plant. Can't really commit to Banana.
Let's see if Snax has hot hands, right? He just had that sick 3K in the round prior. He had 1 kill heading into round number 11. Snax shot in the back, nearly able to get away, and with Hypex dead out of Banana, Vitality will succeed in tying up this opening map. Gamer Legion's pick far from safe right now.
Welcome, gentlemen. Today we're going to be playing a series of carnival games, as you can probably piece together. We're going to start this off with a little bit of airsoft target shooting into the darts on balloons, and then we're going to finish with some axe throwing. BB guns and targets. Let's get into it. Go.
I don't know if I'm hitting it or not.
Home! The target in the back is untouched. Round 1, that's 0. Rez, are you confident you can beat that?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what you got.
Okay, there we go, there we go. It's a lot of points. It's better than first one, for sure.
Better than first one.
Bro, I hit the bullseye 9 times.
Oh! Snax, can you just add that up for me real quick?
To 6-7. Right. I would call it a draw.
Snax with 128 points. And on the other side, Rez, who receives 132 to win round 1 of the
Congrats,
Bullseye
bro.
Challenge.
Thank you.
Game 2 up next. We heard you were throwing darts, so we made this for you, Snax. You have to go first this time, so you know what you need.
Ooh, no bullseye, no bullseye.
That's what we're looking to beat here.
It's fine.
Ooh. Oh. And so it's decided. Rez, you are victorious. The axe throwing clutch has come through. And so our first champion of the day, Rez. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hope you had fun. And yeah, thanks for playing.
Thank you.
It's a close opening map here. Vitality able to claw it back to an even footing. 6-all on the half. Are Gamer Legion going to end up feeling the burn, Hugo, of foregoing a couple of rounds maybe earlier than they should in this first half of Inferno?
It was an eco that got them in, remember, right? The pistols on Arch side and running out of time in a 3-on-5. It was awkward for Gamer Legion. Vitality swept a 5-round streak off the back and now draw out the half. So no complaints for Vitality other than perhaps a slower start than they wanted. But again, we said it's all about how you finish. Vitality back on the T side in full control and with a lot of nades in this pistol as well. Got 3 players buying utility and not an upgrade of pistols in sight.
He's really out on a solo venture here. Alone over towards the B site, and reinforcements are a ways away. Snax thought about the rotation. We'll decide against it. So for now, it's Rez all alone. What's he got for us? Up close to the smoke. Tries to get tricky with it. ZywOo's gonna find him. And with the B site falling so convincingly, there's really not a lot Gamer Legion could do here. They're desperate for this kill on Rops, and he won't give it away for free. If this was a rifle round, you'd be saving already. The fact that it's a pistol gonna even give them cause to go for this.
They have nothing to save. They get more out of getting kills here for the kill reward than they do out of keeping USPs without armor. So Gamer Legion may as well, with the exception of PR, full send. Ooh.
All right, nice shot to open it. You're not going to win this round anymore, but let's see if they can cause some chaos on their way out. It's a lot of kills, and they just might get them all.
Nice.
Rops is fine with being on the other side of the map because he knows Vitality have already done it. So there's the pistol round to open up this second half. Sure, you lose almost everyone, but what matters is that number up at the top of the screen, and it climbs up for Vitality.
It just keeps going, doesn't it?
I do love the ZywOo comms.
Yeah, it's nice. I just like watching the POV over the shoulder. That's my favorite part. Force up for Gamer Legion. Vitality with no freebies. Gamer Legion were very measured on their T side. See how Vitality's is in comparison. Utah is strong. Maybe more where that came from here. Snax just doing what Flames was doing, all CT side.
Snax worked overtime to make this the score of the game.
An honest day's labor. Flash could be interesting.
I mean, that's a really good double for Hypex, but once again, you know, it's down to a solo hold now for the side of Gamer Legion. PR getting away with one is going to make this one interesting. A 3v2, you're more than down to give this a go if you're Gamer Legion.
Enticing.
Sure, rotates were a little ways away, but already arriving in at top mid and able to do so stealthily. It's a crossfire down here in the pit for ropz and mezii.
Rifles rule here in this position. And Molly's a bit of a problem though, turning from Flash, and Torsen comes out. We need quick kills here from Gamer Legion, and I think they found them just in time. Diffuse coming in, and around one out on the Force. Gamer Legion flip this game on its head early in the second half. Every time you're ready to write them out and expect Vitality to run away, Gamer Legion give us something else to marvel at. They have just been trading rounds all game. Keeping this one neck and neck. And with the damage of the pistol, a Force by victory, Vitality have almost nothing to show for it. Nice! Coming in slow here to Inferno. ZywOo given an AK. That's all we've got. Oh, snacks. Old habits die hard. Oh, okay. Apex does a favor to Gamer Legion. Vitality run into the smoke spam of Hypex. Still ZywOo with the AK survives.
Yeah, still has a part to play in the round. Torsen full blind. Rez is going to get rid of ZywOo, and that leaves a sub 10 HP ropz. Spam would end him here in this position, and that's exactly how it's going to go down. Never really given a fair fight there is ropz. And so Gamer Legion keep it in check. Lead taken again as they steal it back from Vitality.
What is happening here, Harry? I know it's Gamer Legion's map pick, but
one of the things I think it's really hard not to love is whenever you're talking about Apex and his career and how, you know, he's been as a player, you talk about the change and how his style, him as a person just changed over the years, right? Since going from like the old entry star back in the day to, you know, now captain, and a hell of a captain at that in Vitality. The thing I love is when you look at Snax on the other side, there's still so much Snax in how Snax plays, if you know what I mean. You're always down to see him commit to a smoke push, and he lives and dies by it too.
Oh yes, definitely. We've seen the worst side of that for sure. The original smoke criminal in his own way. I remember he was the first guy to walk up into the Mirage top mid smoke on CT side and just wait for it to fade. Hypex has been reliable in this game. He started off super strong to get those anti-ecos in the first gun round for Gamer Legion. He's top of the team right now, and they're going to need him if this upset is to come through. ropz adds some intrigue with the 1 dig. Jump on the corner here. Hypex miss. He really needed one there. Rifle on the long side, able to mow him down. And worries avoided for now. Seeing some stress on Apex's face, that's for sure. They're getting more than they bargained for.
I think it's fair to be feeling stress at this point in the game, right? You're kind of late in the day now and you're worried that, you know, just giving one round away could have massive implications. That's really, you know, you're working within small margins for error here if you're Vitality. And even that starts to kind of tighten the purse strings, tighten the playbook. You feel a little more restricted at this type of a scoreline. It's not like Apex kind of has the whole map open to play with. Gamer Legion right now, they've got a slight cushion, a bit of a lead, and so with that comes a freedom to take some risks, a bit of a gamble, like in this round, right? The 4-1 split, just putting some faith in the read. These are all things Vitality you're going to have to contend with. With this gamble comes a heavy stack out in top mid, and they flash the peek in, but all of this is really just to draw attention away from Torsen. He's in a very, very powerful position here, getting in behind enemy lines on an Apps flank. And could be in position to uproot the whole round. He hears them coming back with the bomb. Apex, this is going to tilt him, getting some util dropped back. They knew about Robs, and so that kill comes in. Torsen cleaned up, gets a bit stressed out on his flank. A position where he really kind of had to win the round for Gamer Legion, only gets out with one.
Yeah, maybe that will relieve some of the tension, being able to so cleanly convert the round. Torsen tried to hold on, but the kills came to him. Good hunt for Robs to trade that frag. Almost a very ugly situation for Vitality. I think you lose that round and the wheels just come off. That's 10 rounds, that's your economy gone, and that's all because your captain got shot in the back on an ult mid push. Would have been a killer round to lose. So Vitality still here, still fighting.
Yeah, problems with kind of rounds like that for Gamer Legion is so much goes into setting up the push from Torsen, the commit into the mid-fight just to try and take attention off of him. When you end up sacrificing, you know, util, a player on the swing out through middle, you really need big results from that flank. That's why we say it felt like Torsen kind of had to win the round, essentially, or at least put them in a position to win the round. One was never going to be enough.
It's a terrifying position to play, like Trigger Discipline as well.
Yeah, right. You're like in a lot of...
the best way because you need a multi-kill.
It's a wild headspace to be in because, you know, Torsen's feeling that pressure too, right? He sees a teammate die out in top mid. He knows he has to get big results. At the same time, you know, what's worse than not getting your one? It's getting none because you're trying to play the Trigger Discipline and then someone comes in late. When he hears Apex rotating up through mid, it actually kind of puts him in a very weird predicament. He knows players are coming back from B. He knows there's guys top middle. And so, you know, there's kind of a lot of variables there to try and deal with. Decides to take the shot. And, well, it ends up with Vitality getting through that with minimal casualties. Apex sacrificed, but everyone else does their part.
How does that even work?
Oh, I love that Snack shared it. He punched the table.
Graphics card just shakes.
Hey, speaking of punch
no way we
tables,
had that ready. Why is that ready?
I'm actually confident, man. Like, the production's so good here. You could just say anything and they've got it ready.
Yeah, careful. It's way too quick. Tech over. Black bars removed.
Go on, Hugo. Try summon something. Crash zoom Apex's face. What's he up to?
Crashing. Such a crazy request.
Oh, well, it's messy, but
Be reasonable.
Because I think it was alone.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is, getting involved in this timeout. Because the game's getting real close now.
Still one round ahead, Gamer Legion. They have a bit of a buffer. They still have economy. Orb got saved. It's not panic just yet. Say Vitality, who are at least putting up resistance to difficult rounds. Had every expectation of them running away with the game today, Harry. So more than impressed with what we've gotten out of GL, but is that all it's going to be? They don't want it to be the case. Double nades remove the solo B player. AWP is gone. Can PR do anything?
It's a nice way to start, right? Stopping just that roll out from the first kill, but gonna struggle to fully contain it.
Can't really see behind that molly there. Bit of an overcommitment. And the round lives and dies on that fight from PR. So into what you presume is just a clean Vitality 9th. Good nade, but Apex just survives. And they're not rushing this plant. They know that nades are prevalent. Vitality, with all the time in the world, are taking their sweet time to guarantee a 9th. And it's theirs. Wonder if they take the AWP for ZywOo. Would not be surprising if they just stuck with rifles.
Yeah, you know, I mean, we were talking in that first half when Hypex was looking just lights out with the rifles, kind of saying how you'll see for AWPers where they go to kind of don the AW that maybe they end up regretting it. And ZywOo's never really fallen into that pitfall, always been down to do both. Even more so from the moment CS2 rocked up.
Yeah, super hybrid.
And especially here, T-side Inferno.
It's famously the worst side to AWP on. Right, get it in a post plant, and you couldn't have a better weapon, but getting in that post plant, especially getting in one where the CTs don't save, it's considerably rarer. So even game now and Gamer Legion's money, cause for concern. Gonna eco on these non-saved players. They just go for the full B execute. There should be no saving this round here. It's a simple answer here for Vitality, forcing the save of Gamer Legion. PR could throw out his smoke deep to try and give himself a chance, but mollied off in the coffins.
Yeah, I mean,
can't even peek.
Pending a ludicrous, you know, double kill or something from PR, you were never really interested if this ended up at B, and with him cleared straight away, now you're really not. It was always going to be the case that they played to save. And honestly, it's not the end of the world here for Gamer Legion, right? You get out with 3 guns, you give yourself a little bit more staying power, which is hard to do when you're on a losing streak. Vitality pulling up back into the lead late in the game. And this is where, you know, you kind of see the, you know, this could end up being like a case study in how mistakes compound in high tiers of competition, in high tiers of Counter-Strike. This idea that you know, you really kind of only messed up a handful of rounds in that first half, but it had massive implications. It's hard to play flawless, but whenever you get to a winning position, especially versus the best team we have right now in Vitality, you really can't afford to let them get away from you, because you think about how different this game could have looked had Gamer Legion either been able to win the eco, secured success in any one of their kind of post-plant positions, thinking about that ugly double dark post-plant from their first like B-plant round after the loss to the eco, or even any of these clawed back 3v5s that they couldn't stick the landing in.
Just...
Like, this game could have, for all intents and purposes, been over already with Gamer Legion picking it up, but yeah, Vitality still offering pockets of resistance and now taking the lead.
Downside is, it's not like you can look at really this game and say, oh, these were massive mistakes from Gamer Legion.
No, but that's why I say mistakes compound, right? It's like you only made two what are, relatively speaking, like kind of minor mistakes, but in the long run, that ended up causing you to eco in that first half. That gave Vitality an even bigger cache of rounds to fall back on.
Definitely when you're playing a team like Vitality that just refused to go down, yeah, you feel like,
and you know, that really,
room for error.
It really matters in a close game, in a game that's coming down to the final couple of rounds, and that is what this game is doing. Snax, at least, it's a valiant trade there, and gonna have to be a valiant effort in this banana hold out with the swing. Flames gets him. The util forces that reaction out of Snax. And so they return this to a 3-on-3.
Really measured for Vitality, never rushing that play just to get those players out of top car, using their util well. Now they execute the B bomb site, knowing there's probably no one here. Rez is giving it away back from Coffins. Vitality shift their way in. Time could be the only issue with Hypex bringing in a nade. Uses it for damage though. Vitality gonna get this plant. Fake. They need to kill Rez, causing chaos. 10 seconds. Will Hypex run through? Will he risk it all?
Flash dropped in, but no push on the back of it. They concede the bomb plant, leaving this one to a retake. Now, Torsten and Hypex have both had good moments in this map so far, but to get past Drops and Flames set up in a crossfire, down to play off of one another. If Flames can even get one before getting cleaned up, and well, there's no trade out of Torsten yet, a delayed swing, and now they know about him. They've got him pinned in here on this push out from CT, and there's Rops playing the trade game. Flawlessly done in that 2v2 as Vitality show us how to handle one of those post plants.
Yeah, that was a 4v5, and you know, the slowdown, Gamer Legion chance to go back to B. They play ahead of it at the car. I like the setup, it's good, but Vitality just are so measured, where many teams would have jumped the gun in trying to trade these kills out on Coffins or on sandbags. They let the player hide. They re-molly him a second time. It's methodical for Vitality. Minimizing mistakes. I mean, there were so many close moments in that round, right? Think of the bomb plant, the fake out, ZywOo dying off the site, and just getting the plant in time. If Hypex used his HE to break CT smoke, it doesn't even have to rush the plant. He just has to keep the pressure on. That felt like the opportunity wasted for Gamer Legion. He went for damage, but no one was even tagged up. Not enough. Whew. It was a very close game. Can Gamer Legion give us anything more down the stretch, or is it Vitality off the back of three clean post plants and then a round like that? Are they just going to finish the job? PR fell down banana.